101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Is spending some time here with Dr. Deborah Gentile. Visiting this morning, she's got, we've got mutual friends, and they happen to be relatives of yours, quite well known. So it's good to meet you. Good morning.
Thank you. It's good to meet you, too.
It's good to have you in the studio with us. Our visit this morning is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So she's Dr. Deborah Gentile, and you spent most of your career in the Pittsburgh area.
Yes. I actually grew up in the Johnstown area, attended Forest Hills High School, went to undergrad up at St. Francis. It was college then. It's university now.
Yeah.
And then went to med school at Pitt and spent most of my career in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but now you're here. Now
I am.
We got you now.
Yes, and I'm happy to be back.
You've been at IRMC for how long?
I've been here for 2 months.
And I would guess, being the season of the year that it is, that they've been 2 very, very busy months.
We have been busy. We launched in the second week of February, started seeing patients the middle of February, and, I've been very busy the whole time.
Yeah. Allergies, immune systems, you're right there in the midst of it, and here we are. It's pollen season right now, isn't it?
It is pollen season. For those of us who don't have allergies, it's a beautiful time of the year. I'm driving to work, looking at all the beautiful trees blooming. The woods are starting to turn green. But if you're a tree pollen allergy sufferer, it's not a good time.
Yeah. I don't know if it's different here than it is anywhere else, if there's more pollen in this area than anywhere else, but I know there's plenty of it out there.
Oh, there absolutely is. This is a wooded area. We have lots of trees, so there's lots of tree pollen out there.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about allergies and how we can prevent them from ruining our lives. Because they do. The symptoms, they run the gamut, don't they?
Right, they do. Absolutely. Yeah. Some patients will just have pure seasonal allergies where when the trees start to bloom, they're going to have eye redness, watering, itching, swelling. They might have sneezing, nasal congestion, runny nose.
Yeah.
Others, it can actually trigger skin rashes as them, can trigger asthma, sinus infections, and ear infections.
Yeah, all of those things.
Yes, they're all related.
And they all make you miserable.
They absolutely do. We forget about it. When we're sleeping, we really need to be able to breathe through our nose. And if we're not able to, we're not going to sleep well.
Yeah. Are there ways that we can protect ourselves or shield ourselves from being around the biggest allergens?
Yeah, so it is a little bit difficult with the outdoor allergies. The pollens in particular are going to travel 30 miles in the air. So even if you're allergic to oak tree pollen and you have a tree in your backyard and cut it down, it's not going to help because they're going to come from all around. But there are things you can do. You definitely want to keep windows and doors closed and run air conditioning inside. If you're outside and you come in, you want to go ahead and get those clothes off and take a shower. That will help. You never, ever want to hang clothes out to dry outside.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to collect pollen. Don't put your bedding out there in the spring, to get that nice fresh air because it's going to attract pollen. This is an interesting one. I've actually evaluated patients who think they've suddenly developed allergies to their pets, but the pets are bringing the pollen in.
Oh.
So if you are tree pollen allergic right now, you need to be washing your dogs down, wiping them down pretty good when they come in.
Yeah, that's something that I would never have thought of.
Yeah, and then you want to watch the, forecast. There's very good prediction indexes now for when the pollens are peaking and when the counts are lower.
Now, we're talking about pollen at the moment, but there are tons of allergens that we are exposed to every day.
Oh, absolutely. The other big outdoor one at this time is mold. Anytime the ground's not frozen, you can be exposed to mold spores in the air. Indoor, we're exposed to dust mites. Everyone has dust mites in their house. It doesn't mean they're dusty or dirty. They're little microscopic organisms that grow in bedding and upholstery. And if you're allergic to them, they can trigger allergy symptoms.
Yeah. So most people are probably aware if they're suffering from an allergy.
Most of the time, I think they are aware. Sometimes they might be confused. It might be, their first season of showing symptoms, or they may think they have a respiratory infection.
But for some, they can get away with something that they can buy over the counter to deal with
Absolutely,
allergies.
absolutely. When I started doing this about 25 years ago, everything was prescription only.
Uh-huh.
We have excellent medications now that are over the counter. The first mainstay are over the counter antihistamines that last all day.
Mm-hmm.
These are things like Zyrtec or Claritin,
Okay.
and they have generic equivalents that are right beside them on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Loratadine and cetirizine, they're called. One tablet a day helps a lot with the symptoms of runny nose, sneezing,
Mm-hmm.
itching.
Yeah.
It's not so good for congestion and postnasal drip, though. But we have nasal steroid sprays like Flonase, Rhinocort, those type of things that are also over the counter now. The one caveat with those is they work best if you start them before the season begins, and you do have to use them every single day for them to work.
Oh,
And it takes about a week of daily use for them to kick in. So the advertising on them can be a little bit misleading. For instance, I think it's Nasacort. It says Nasacort 24 hours. You take it once every 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to have it build up in your system for
Yeah.
about a week before you hit the season.
When does it become time for us to seek the services of an allergist?
Yeah, typically if the symptoms are bothersome despite these great over-the-counter medicines. So many patients are going to do just fine on these over-the-counter medicines. If it's still interfering with their sleep, they're missing work, missing school, can't participate in activities. This is the time of the year we see lots of little boys playing baseball and
Mhm.
their eyes are swelling shut from being out there.
Yeah.
So those are the ones we need to see. The allergies can also trigger complications. For
Mhm.
instance, children can sometimes get ear infections, from their allergies.
Uh-huh.
You can get a sinus infection. You can actually have an asthma attack as well from certain allergies if you're exposed.
Mhm.
So if you're having those types of problems, or if you're just not able to control your symptoms where you can live a normal, healthy life, that's when we
Yeah.
need to see you.
Yeah, those are the things that we're breathing in. There are other ways that an allergist can help you. Let's talk a little bit about poison ivy.
Poison ivy is one I forget about every year, and then whenever it's time, I think you really need to think about this and find a cure for it. So poison ivy is a little bit different.
Mhm.
The pollens cause immediate allergy symptoms. Poison ivy is a contact or a delayed reaction.
Mhm.
So you come into contact with it, and it takes your immune system about 2 days to go to that area where you were exposed and then develop an inflammatory or an immune reaction.
Mhm.
So it's not immediate. Poison ivy, it can be everywhere. I saw someone actually burning someone on the way home yesterday. I'm like, what is this person doing with a fire in their yard? And here they were burning poison ivy,
Mhm.
which really isn't the best thing to do because you can get it airborne then.
Yeah.
But again, you want to learn how to identify these plants. We have products now that are called, one example is Ivy Block. You can put it on before you go out into the woods or before you start gardening.
Mhm.
Once you have it, it's there. You're going to
Yeah.
need to treat it with topical steroids. Over-the-counter hydrocortisone is a way to start.
Mhm.
If that's not controlling it, or if it's widespread or involving the face, you need to see a doctor
Yeah.
to get more, stronger medications.
Trip to the urgent care. Here you go.
Yes, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a mainstay problem in urgent care.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are things that happen as we are exposed to something. Some people, though, they have allergies that are an ongoing lifetime. I got to get used to this because it's a part of my life every single day thing. And that's you, allergens and immunologists such as you can help that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. People who are allergic to things they encounter every day, like dust mites, sometimes the indoor molds, pets,
Mhm.
they can be miserable, and we can help them with that. Sometimes people will say, I don't want to take medicines anymore.
Uh-huh.
And they'll go on what we call allergy shots. And what we're doing is giving you an injection of what you're allergic to and slowly making your immune system tolerate it. And the studies tell us 3 years of treatment with allergy shots is curative in 90% of people.
Wow.
So some people will say these symptoms are so bad.
Mhm.
Even with seasonal, they'll say, I don't want to live like this for a month every year.
Mhm.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Others will say, oh, I'm not so much into these shots.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You said you've been at this for 25 years or
Yes.
so?
Yeah.
have medications, I'm assuming they have medications changed?
They absolutely have. Ever since I was in training, we envisioned a day where we would have drugs that would change how your immune system works to prevent you from having allergies and asthma.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we're getting there. We have a whole class of medicines called biologics. So before, if you had real severe asthma and we couldn't control it with our regular medicines, you would end up on oral steroids, oral prednisone.
Uh-huh.
And in children, it would cause growth problems. In adults, it could cause cataracts, glaucoma, bone thinning, and fractures. And we now have these medications that target the immune system from responding and prevent you from having allergic inflammation. We have them now for food allergies.
Oh.
We have them, some people have such bad nasal allergies, they'll grow polyps, excess skin,
Mm-hmm.
not really skin, but mucosa in their airways, their nasal passages. We have these that can now shrink those polyps. We have them for some of the severe allergic skin conditions, people who have atopic dermatitis, allergic skin rashes. We have biologics now that can control that. We also have them for chronic hives. And the most exciting thing is we now have them for food allergies. They're approved down to 1 year of age for food allergies. Children who tend to have skin rashes, atopic dermatitis, and food allergy, as they get older, they tend to lose those and develop asthma and then environmental allergies. So now that we're able to treat at a young age, we're thinking that we may be able to intervene before they develop these other problems.
You live in an amazing world.
It is. It is amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just same thing when you think of autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. The tools they have now to prevent, serious disease and
Yeah.
decline are just unremarkable.
Yeah. The bee stings.
Yes.
Another big area.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
a big one. And
Carrying around the EpiPen.
Yes, yeah. So there's actually a nasal version of epinephrine now
Mm-hmm.
that you can, instead of carrying around an EpiPen, you can carry a inhaled form of epinephrine.
Uh-huh.
It's by prescription, but it's just as effective as the shot. Those people, we tell them, don't dress like a flower and don't smell like a flower. The other thing is you have to be careful with food and drink outside. The bees can go right into a can of soda.
Sure.
And I've seen patients take a sip of that soda and get stung in their throat. Unfortunately, every year we hear of people passing away of bee sting allergies. And typically what happens is they don't have the EpiPen with them. They're out cutting grass or they're fishing or on a walk, and they just do not have that emergency medicine. And it can save your life. The other thing with that most people don't realize is that allergy shots are curative of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you are allergic to bee stings and you've had whole body reactions, allergy shots can cure that in 90% of people.
Oh, we need to visit more than just this segment. My goodness.
Yeah,
Doctor,
we haven't even hit the penicillin allergy yet, so next time.
We've got talking to do. Dr. Deborah Gentile, it's so good to visit with you today. Good to meet you, and good to have you here in Indiana. Now, where are you in practice?
So I'm practicing right in Indiana here at the medical complex. We're in the outpatient building on Wayne Avenue.
Okay.
And we're there Thursdays and Fridays for appointments. You can call 724-357-7075. And within a few weeks, we're going to be opening an office right up in Johnstown, the Richland area. And you can call that same number for an appointment there. So I'll be there Monday through Wednesdays.
There you go. My goodness. Boy, do we need you around here. I'm glad you're here.
You do need me. I'm the only one of me. I'm the first one, and I've been very, very busy seeing some really sick patients. But I'm happy to be here and help them out.
Oh, we're so good. Glad to have you. Thanks so much for the visit today. We do have to get you back soon. We've got a lot to talk about. Dr. Deborah Gentile with us again. The number that you gave was the 7075 number?
Yes, 724-357-7075.
Very good. Make your appointment today. She can help you. It's 8:27. It's Indiana in the morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.